Clips. Alrighty, YouTube, another one of Kip's Clips. So, Trump has definitely put Iran and China in the crosshairs. So it's no surprise that the anti-Chinese, the anti-Iranian propaganda has been turned up a notch. So this morning, no surprise to wake up to, now I've went into the South China Morning Post before. It's coming, the clue's in the name. South China Morning Post. Oh, they're in China. They must know what's happening in China. Well, it's actually coming out of Hong Kong. The publication used to be owned by Rupert Murdoch, and it's now owned by this Chinese guy which owns Alibaba. So he's kinda a parallel would be he's kinda like a Chinese entrepreneur, Bill Gates kinda type, right? He now has a controlling share in this publication. Now, what I did notice here, and I've talked about the South China Morning Post. I got it right. Our South China Morning Post has just been propaganda, anti-Chinese propaganda coming out of Hong Kong with the name China on it to make us English-speaking people. Oh, there's a wee Chinaman out there writing this, so you must know what he's talking about. When in reality, this is an example of Britain's soft power abroad. Hong Kong used to be British, gave back to the Chinese. I've got it in my not 2000, but somebody corrected me. I think they said it was 1997. Go and check it out yourself. I don't know why I had it in my not. It was 2000s, but anyway, I think it was 97 if my memory serves me correct. The British handed it back to China. Do you think the British just handed it back and went, oh, there you go, China? Or do you think they left apparatus, agents, soft power, so on and so forth, operating inside Hong Kong? I'm going to argue the latter. This being one of them. As I said, used to be owned by Rupert Murdoch. Now it's owned by a Chinese entrepreneur, Alibaba guy. Go and check him out. Very interesting, but again, propaganda, agendas, corporate whores that own this information. So there is an ulterior motive, and that ulterior motive is the war with China. One thing I noticed as well, right, so I've went over the South China Morning Post. Now just look at this headline. We've seen this on the TV, especially with American networks, where all the different networks just basically say the exact same shit with a different presenter. Steve Bannon, we are going to war in the South China Sea, no doubt. Now, obviously, it's in quotes, so this is a quote and stuff, so you can't really, like, you can't fuck up a quote, if you know what I mean. But it was scary how carbon copy this was. The Guardian. And then I started noticing this kind of colour codes and all that as well. You see the way it's kind of the same colour scheme? Now, I'd need to check into it further. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember who the owners of the Guardian are. Oh man, I do know I've went into this before. I'm just trying to rack my brains and remember. I can't quite remember. Is the Guardian like MI5? Am I right in saying that? That would make sense actually with the South China Morning Post, but that would be MI6, Foreign Affairs. But MI6 left their soft power, this publication, in place in Hong Kong after the British apparently left. Aye, well, anyway, you need to check that stuff out. I'll need to go and brush up on my ignorance on the owners of the Guardian. I've went into it before, but it's just, it's not there. Anyway, so Steve Bannon, we're going to war in the South China Sea, no doubt. Beautiful, eh? Beautiful. World War III fears. Oh, and if people don't get the irony and stuff with my thumbnails, somebody came on the other day as well, and basically I wouldn't engage him in an argument. But he was wanting an argument. Anybody that wants to argue with me, please come and join one of the live shows, man. It's a hell of a lot easier. I can't argue fucking through bullcrap fucking messages and stuff, right? If you support Trump, beautiful, man, batter in. I think he's a walloper. If you think Muslims are the fucking devil incarnate and it's only Muslim gangs that are roaming about raping your white woman, well, cool, batter in. You've succumbed to the propaganda. You've succumbed to the Zionist propaganda, who the Zionist agenda, import millions of Muslims into this country, then ferment the hatred, and then you have the class of civilizations, well, the Zionists and all that sit back and create the Greater Israel while Whitey fights Brownie. Beautiful. But if you want to discuss this stuff, anybody out there, please come to the Friday night show, man. It's open to everybody, including people who have opposing views to me, and we can discuss it there. And it's not like a pure, I'm going to call you names. But it's a bit ball baggage. People show themselves up as the ball bag they really are, when all they do is, and I hate to use this word, I was going to say troll, but constantly come in and just leave comments, hoping that you'll bite and argue on comments and stuff. Monkeys throw shit and stuff. Well, come and join the Friday night fucking hangout, man. It's the best way to discuss these things. Everybody's opinion is welcome, including wallopers who think, oh, we need to get the Muslims, man. You get the Muslims. Yes, the Muslims are going to come and rape our women. Yes, but look, the press told me there was actually... I'm not saying there isn't Muslim gangs out there fucking raping women. I'm saying there's cunts out there that are fucking cunts, and we need to take care of the cunts, right? Simples. Demonising one demographic of the fucking human fucking species is retarded, and exactly what Zionists want you to do. To create the class of cultures, so we all hate Mr. Brownie. Oh, they're the devil. Oh, look at Trump. Look at fucking Alex Jones. Look at this guy I'm talking about as well. I can't be asked starting a fucking argument with the prick, to be honest, man. But, like, as I said, everybody's welcome on Friday night. Everybody. And morons that just bounce up on my channel and constantly just poke me with a stick trying to get me to bite and stuff. If you constantly still do it, I'm just going to delete the comments and not engage with you. And it's not because I don't want an opposing view. It's I don't want disruption. You know what I mean? Like, I've been there, done that. Can't be arsed with it. Right? Debate, face to face, mano a mano. Happy to do that. Bitching and shit along comments and constantly coming into other people's... Right? If you don't agree with me, why the fuck do you keep watching my videos? I do not get it. I do not get it. It's mental retardation. And thinking that it's only Muslim raping women, it's Muslim gangs raping our women down here in Middle England. Oh, the Muslims. Right? It's just playing in to the hatred and fear. And my thumbnails are fear porn because I said we're all going to die. Right? This is the retardation of some people, man. Right? Well, people who know me will know we're all going to die. It's a soundbite for the No Agenda show, and it's like irony, it's ironic. You sort of say it when anybody comes up with like fear porn about the weather, about snow. We're all going to die. So financial collapse ahead, we're all going to die. That thumbnail is fear porn. No, it's not. It's meant to be ironic here, dick. Maybe sarcasm, irony escapes your head when you're like fucking hunting Muslims in your neighbourhood. Pew pew pew. Oh, but I'm not starting a race war against Muslims. I've got Muslim friends. Fuck's sake, man. Yes, I've got a Muslim down in my shop. I go into his shop. Of course I'm not trying to fucking demonise all Muslims, even though it's Muslim gangs out raping our women. Look. Anyway, I think that's a retarded attitude. I think it's an attitude that's that's been manufactured, that's been propagated on the interwebs through UKIP, through Trump, through the TV, and some unthinking morons have unfortunately fell for it. Anyway, enough with the tangent. So, World War III fears Beijing to send extra aircraft carrier to South China Sea over Trump hostility. Now, do bear in mind, this hostility was happening before Trump got in, although Trump has ramped it up, and it looks like he might have the support, the kudos right now to actually take America to war with China and get the support of the people. Whereas if Obama took America, or Hillary took America to war with China, because of the way the ground lays in America just now, the likelihood is they wouldn't have had the majority, they wouldn't have the support of the American people. So this has been a cracking shift in policy. Get Trump in, bring war closer. Anyway, I'll leave a link for all this down below. You can go and check it out. Hopefully you get something from that. So there's the Guardian and the South China Sea. The South China Morning Post talking about Steve Bannon's rhetoric about going to war with China. There's also inevitability of war rhetoric coming from the Chinese. I'll need to get into that. As stay tuned to the channel. I'll get into that later on. So yeah, Trump equals war quicker with China, and it looks like he's got the political capital right now. He's got the support of the majority of America, although people would dispute that. He's got the support of a vast swathe of America to take the country to war with slanty-eyed. Alright to YouTube, thumbs it up, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all the good stuff. Leave all your comments, good, bad, ugly and indifferent. I will read and respond to as many as I can. And if you do want to support any of the work I do, PayPal and Patreon links down below. Alright to YouTube, thanks for listening. Catchies!
Come on. It keeps the cheese and the maze and the rats and the race and those peasants in the days like a head up on the ace. It's a real ball. Come on.